Morning, guys. Got about 15 minutes until the opening bell. Let's look at US30. Clear everything. So on the weekly candle, we're coming down to test this weekly low on this range that we're currently sitting in. Still just consolidating in there. If you look at the daily, we came up in here on November 10th, and since then, just a lot of sideways movement here. So we really need it to break either the low or the high to start giving us a little bit of actual structure. Because it's hard to take any trades when you don't have a weekly or a daily bias, because you can't have a daily bias when it looks like this. There's just no direction to it. So you just kind of have to work with what we have. Looking at the daily candles, past 3 previous days have pushed down, so potential for a little bit of a retracement today. As long as we respect these lows right here, probably going to reject and continue to push up until we start to break down. Let's look a little lower. Looking like we're creating a little bit of like microstructure on the lower time frames here, but again, it's all within a daily range, so don't put too much weight on that. Looking at the hourly, this is our current range that we're sitting in right here. So there's our high, and here's our low. Oops. There's our low. So now, above this high right here, good clean movement right here to the left. So we can expect if we break this high, we can mirror that right here to the upside. And then right here, looking if we break the low, the next level is going to be like right down here. So we're going to mark this low right there. There's not a ton of room down there, but if we do break that low, potential to go down. Definitely think that the buys look more probable. Just because of this move that was made right here, that was super clean and probably due for a retracement. So we'll wait there. But yeah, we'll wait. Looks like Nasdaq's breaking up right now, a little early. So looking at the weekly candles here. Still haven't broken a high on the previous weekly candles yet. We did put in our low and started to back off here. So maybe this candle's going to start flipping bullish for the rest of the week, today and tomorrow. Who knows? Could just kind of reject right here. But if it starts coming back down and it closes right here, then we're probably going to see a couple more weeks of downward candles like this. So it really just depends on how this candle closes. If it kind of sucks back in and flips bullish, there's probably good potential for the next week's candle to come and test each of these highs right here, and maybe even this high up there. So kind of important what it does today. As far as for the rest of the week, looking here on the hourly candle, here's our bearish structure that we're putting in right here. So really we need this to keep pushing up and break structure here, and ultimately come up and test those highs if we're going to continue to make moves to the upside. But looks like we're starting to get this push up a little early right now. Let's hop down to the 5-minute. Okay. So this is going to be a little tricky to take any trades here because we're just pushing straight up and we haven't really consolidated or created a zone for us to break out at towards the open. 5-minute candle. Maybe we'll get a couple of rejections and they'll close down here before the open, and we can mark this high. We'll see if it respects that for now. DXY is also doing the same thing. So I imagine both these are pushing up now. US30 should follow at the open. So similar candles on the weekly for SPX that we had on NASDAQ. So each of these are not breaking the previous low or the previous highs on each candle. We're putting in our low now, but it is bouncing off this support area and starting to back up a little bit. So we'll see if we reject there. Yesterday's daily candle closes a doji, and then today's put in our low and starting to break up. So potential for today is to most likely keep pushing to the upside. We're breaking out of this zone right now, so we'll see if we continue to push up. After this high, there's really nothing that should stop up until 40, 46. area. So the only thing that sucks is that it's doing it right now about 10 minutes before the open. So DXY, let's see what's going on here. Alright, DXY weekly candle starting to get a little bit of a push up here. Previous 4 weeks have pushed down and flipped back bullish to make a high. So looks like this week's going to continue to do the same. The only problem is we don't want that to happen today. We want it to drop a little bit. So we'll see if we get that kind of in this 786 rejection area right now. So if this daily candle starts flipping back bearish, we should see some drop here, and especially we've got a little bit of bullish structure here on the 4 hour that we put in. So now we start breaking these lows down here. Good shift the structure there that can shift to the higher time frames. So it's kind of lining up for DXY to drop today and the indices to continue pushing up. We'll see if that actually happens, but that's what I'm expecting. Yeah, so on the 15-minute here, still just kind of creating a little bit of a channel to the upside on the lower time frames. So we just need this to break out of this channel so that we can start breaking each of this structure down in here and even down in here. So let's see, GJ is the one I wanted to play earlier on in the week. It got really close to our entry, but it did not hit, unfortunately. So it was about 14 pips away from our entry, so is what it is. This should continue pushing up. How did yesterday's daily candle close? Yeah, so this should continue to push up. We made this push out of that zone. We came back in and we're kind of retesting it now. So now we're rejecting that, starting to push up. So if we push up and we break this high, then yeah, GJ should continue to push up and come test these highs up here. Gold. So gold weekly candles bearish. So haven't broken the low yet really. So imagine if we get that today or tomorrow, then the next step is to come test this low down inside here, or this range right in there. So look at the daily though. We're creating this a little bit of a flag pattern, so we might get a little breakout here potentially, who knows, or it could just keep crawling down like it has been. Looking at this daily candle, we already put in our low and our high, so it's kind of interesting to see where we go. Most likely whatever we break, either the high or the low next, is what direction we're heading for the day. So not very easy to trade these setups right now. We've got this low right here that we've put in, and this high right there. So this is the kind of consolidation range on the 1 hour for gold, just consolidating within here. We're gonna need to break at these highs or these lows to continue getting a little bit of structure to the upside or to the downside. Let's hop back here. We got 7 minutes until the opening candle. I think there's potential to take something right here. The kind of zone within our zone. So this is our overall higher time frame 1 hour consolidation area that we're in. But looking at the 5 minute, then we have the little 5 minute consolidation area right here. So in theory, if this high is broken, we're probably gonna have enough momentum to come push up and test this high, if not break that one. And same with this low right here. Once that low is broken, our next level is straight down here, so we should come test that or break through there and come down test this level. So I think that's probably a valid setup to wait for right here. And we'll see if we actually get a break today. The last couple days have been a little slower. So see what happens. I don't think I did. Did I look at GU yet? I don't think so. Okay. Hop back to DXY, see if anything's going on. Nope. GU. You know the phrase, one man's trash is another man's treasure? Yeah, sure do. Alright, let's take a look here at GU. This is our weekly consolidation area here. A lot of consolidation across all the different pairs. Looking at our daily here, again, just a lot of sideways movement. The daily range is a little bit smaller right now. It's right, lows here, highs right there. Let's hop down a little bit more. Horrible way to find out you're adopted. It's awesome. Looking at the hourly, a little bit of bullish structure being put in here. So we were making these little pushes down here, and then we actually broke structure here to the upside. Now, looking at this joke was generated by ChatGPT. That's funny. ChatGPT is interesting. Looking at hourly, coming into this fib rejection zone here and kind of channeling down right here. So probably going to see a decent move to the upside to come test this high up in there. So looking at structure here, really once this high is broken, that's a clean break of structure here to the upside. So we'll get this move up, probably some kind of retracement into here where we can look for some kind of buy and take that buy up to these highs right there. So that's what I'm gonna be watching for GU over the next week or two. I doubt it happens this week because it's Thursday, but who knows, it could happen. So 4 minutes left until, actually 3 minutes left until the opening candle here. Take a look real fast. We're gonna change this to that high there. We got a little bit of rejection. US30 looks like it's starting to push to the upside. So where's our hourly? Yeah, so everything's pushing up right now. It's the DXY dropping. DXY's kind of dropping. Nothing too crazy yet. US30, just don't want it to come break this high before the open. It's got 2 minutes left. So if it can close somewhere close to up here without breaking it, that'd be awesome. But I don't want it to break it right now because I would not take that this close to the opening candle. So SPX is breaking out, US30 is pushing up. So I think really your two options are to take US30 on a break of this as a buy, targeting 33,242, or NASDAQ. So NASDAQ's dropping a little bit, but you have this high that was put in now. So if this candle closes like this, and the next one comes up and breaks this high, then you have a good opportunity to take that buy there as well. So so NASDAQ's the only one that's not pushing up right now. Got a bearish candle being put in on the DXY. 1 minute left till the open. Yeah, now he's got to wait about 40 seconds. This should close. Looks like NASDAQ's rejecting and pushing up a little bit. US30's breaking out. So be careful if you take any buys here just because you're close to the open. But potential that we're probably going to continue to push up to test this high up there. change that. Cool. All right, so here's our 5-minute candle. NASDAQ is kind of chilling for now. See. Looks like everything's kind of pushing down for a sec. It's just been a fake out. This is kind of why we say don't take any trades right before the open, because a lot of times it'll push up right before the open and make you think that it's going to head up right away, but a lot of times it takes a retracement first before it flips back bullish and it continues to the upside. So I still think eventually this is going to flip bullish and push to the upside, but it could get a little bit of a retracement first to the downside. And when the DXY is pushing down, so big push down on US30, but it's sucking back up right now. So it just depends on how this candle closes. If it rejects hard like that, and then the next candle starts to break these highs, then a good opportunity for us to take that long happens. But for now, you just gotta wait and watch. It's not really giving us any kind of move yet. NASDAQ's dropping, and SPX is dropping. Gold doing? Gold is also dropping. Okay, so pretty strong rejection wick here on US30. 3 minutes left until this candle closes. Both NASDAQ and SPX are pushing down pretty strong right now. So this 30 looks like it's starting to flip back bullish, so hopefully it kind of waits a little bit, 2 minutes before doing that. 2 minutes, so the risky play, if we break this high, then I'm gonna probably take a buy right here. Stop's gonna be below this 2-minute candle, so about 33,150 level. I'm not, it hasn't activated yet for me, so I'm not in this yet. Now I am. Okay, so I'm in this trade here. I'm going to target this high up here, see if we get the actual push out. At this point, the 5-minute candle looks like just a big rejection wick off the bottom, so we just need this to continue to reject and push the upside and close like this. SPX is also flipping back bullish, so it's a sign that both those are on the same page here. Yeah, we'll just kind of let it play out for a little bit longer. Hopefully this candle makes a little bit of a push up and doesn't close as a doji in here. But that's kind of what's been happening a lot the last couple weeks. It's kind of been just whipsawing both directions, and then it just closes right in the middle. So we'll see if this holds. It's not looking too good, but the XY is pushing up as well on the lower time frames. Not good, because it's just, there's really no bias when that's happening. 1-minute candles. So this 5-minute candle will close in 30 seconds. Yeah, starting to push back to the downside. Everything is flipping again. So Hard day when you've got a candle on 5-minute candle that flips back bullish and bearish in the same candle, instead of just actually taking momentum and moving one direction. So it looks like this. I don't trade, so I think I'm gonna be done, because I don't like trading when it whipsaws for the opening candle. So call it right there, and I'll see you guys again later.